My name is Edward Lloyd, Ed Lloyd, but we've been residents in the building for 51 years. We couldn't imagine living anywhere else in New York City than in River Arts. This is a bridge. People need to understand that this part of Riverside Drive is a bridge, and it comes under the Bridge Authority. So I'm certain it's 40 years, they have to look at all the steel, look at all the concrete, look at all the erosion to see what kind of disrepair it's in and begin to make the necessary changes. And the last one that we did took absolutely no time. There was disruption, there's always disruption, but there was coordination, and they were pretty much on schedule in terms of getting it started, keeping in contact with the community, and it was pretty smooth. As comparison to this one, that's taken 6 years, and God knows how long it's going to take. I think the bigger difference is the lack of coordination with the communities. Whatever the city is doing in coordination with the Department of Transportation, it's terrible. We're caught up in that. And so what you've got here are lawyers who just keep billing and keep going through all the bureaucracy, and we're paying for it. What's going to happen? You know, you hear all the time about this fire took place or that fire took place. There is no way in heaven's name that a fire truck can get its ladders up to the upper floors. In this building, over 60% of the residents are senior citizens. So what I'm saying here in essence is this. If there were a fire and the smoke was coming up the stairwell, and the only egress method we had was to go down the fire escapes, a lot of people are going to be injured or perhaps killed. Because you tell me how the fire engines are going to get the entrance to the front, ladders up top, access to water, based on all this confusion and construction outside. And it's just irresponsible on the part of the legal department of the city to have known about this. The Department of Transportation folks have known about this. If something happens that results in the loss of life, what I don't want to see are a group of politicians and local officials, heads of the fire department, of the Department of Transportation, standing out in front of our building talking about how terrible it is when they know. My wife and I have been in this building for 51 years. You had residents that have created a community. It's not just an apartment building. You have children that have grown up in this building who've gone on to be shareholders in this building. People speak to one another.
It's available to everyone.
It's not just the things I'm talking about the loss of life, but it's about the loss of a community, taking us for granted. This wouldn't happen on Park Avenue or in Sutton Place. Wouldn't go for this. The key is you've got to get this damn thing done so emergency vehicles have clear access to the entire building, front and back. #, finish the damn job.
DOT.